my little sugar boogers, welcome back to the channel for another part of Let's Play The Sims 4 Black Widow Challenge. So there are two things that your girl needs to go ahead and address. First and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that Jasper is still walking among us. I am more or less focused on the storyline than the immediate let's whack off all of our husbands. I do have an actual storyline that I am trying to follow, and it is not in the cards for him to die yet. But either way, no matter what, we will totally just, I guess what I'm trying to say is even though this is a challenge, I am playing it more of a storyline LP. So like, it's called a challenge because honestly, for me to even get to that many husbands without like having her die or get murdered or killed, that's a challenge in itself. So I know that might be like a little frustrating for some people who are just looking for like the kind of hit it and quit it, like quick little, you know, let's whack off all these Sims. But I'm looking for more of a little bit of weight, a little bit of context, I guess. And I'm really loving your guys' suggestions too, by the way. So freaking juicy and amazing and great. And I just love all your conspiracy theories. Another thing that I also wanted to talk about is the fact that yesterday when Neil was saying that he had second guesses. Well, the reason why he's having second guesses about him and what he's doing with his wife is because I guess he had asked Anjelica to just kind of be done with Jasper already and move on, but for whatever reason she's hanging on like a freaking monkey on a vine, and he's not quite understanding why or who or what or when. You know, why are you so fixated on you know, being in a relationship with somebody you don't care about? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. And Madeline Hollingsworth, by the way, is actually the daughter of Nail. And so it's kind of interesting that we have the girls playing with them. They're at the park right now, just kind of hanging out and chilling. Tiffany was at the park with the girls, but she just felt like she wasn't, for whatever reason, included, and that kind of sucks. That's a really crappy feeling. She was playing with the girls and they were having a good time, but for, you know, whatever reason they weren't interested in playing with her. So she kind of feels a little sad right now about that, like kind of being kicked out of the group and not being as cool as her sister. So unfortunately, you know, whatever, she's gonna go home and play. You know, it's just she doesn't have much of a support system, and for her not to be able to, like, you know, have anyone to kind of tell her problems to, it kind of sucks. So I'm going to have her go ahead and read a book, I suppose. I'm going to let her read The First Unicorn. You know, something for her to kind of keep her mind off of kind of being the outcast. So who the hell is this coming to our house right now? Charity. Somebody also said that we need to have a baby of Benjamin. I totally agree. I do. But we can't have any babies like while we're with Jasper, because if he found out, I think we would be the ones that would be on his list of many notches of killing people, because, you know, what's up? So right now our little cow plant is thriving pretty nice. We actually obviously went ahead and we watered him. I am going to go ahead and invite over Neil very inconspicuously to try to like wave things over with him and let him know that I am planning on, you know, getting divorced with Jasper. There's just a few things I need to tie up first. Can we just talk about this huge scandal that Jasper basically pulled yesterday with Kendra? You guys are like, hey, you really need to give Kendra a makeover, and best believe I did. And she just moved into this really beautiful house in Windenburg. Weird. I don't know. So I'm going to see if I can ask him to come inside really quick. I do not want to like cause any sort of like, you know, suspicions with the neighbors. So we really do need to like get him inside stat. I was going to have him, I was going to hug him like in broad daylight, but that's not exactly what I'm trying to do. So let me just give him a quick little introduction and see if I can have him come inside, because I don't know why, for whatever reason, he feels like the need to do push-ups on the porch. But, you know, I'm not here to judge the man. I mean, after all, he's had a rough day, a rough life. Let's go and chat inside, please, because you're kind of like, you're making my neighbors suspicious, okay, Neil? Now, he's like, if you really care about me and you really love me, why won't you leave him? Like, why won't you do it, you know? And she doesn't want to burn the bridge with him. He's like the holy grail, the head honcho. She needs him right now because he's a very powerful sim. He has a lot of connections. There's a lot of things that he could do for Angel if need be. But then the flip side, there's also a lot of things that Jasper could do to make her life a living hell. And she knows it. And she knows it. So when we are plotting the death of Jasper, it's almost like a game of, oh my God, you're just, no. Neil, stay here. Like, seriously, look at her. She's like, stay. Like, I don't want to get caught. You're in my house. Just stay. Stay still 2 seconds. Oh my God, Naomi's like, the tea is real. Look at her face. She's like, really? But I mean, she's like our best friend. She knows everything, you know? So I kind of don't want to like ignore her, but this is really not a freaking right time. So I'm going to go outside just really briefly and ask her to leave. I am not trying to be mean, Naomi, but like now is not a good time. I'm sorry, but I'm like really busy right now. I don't mean to be rude or rush you off, but like, you can't be here right now. She's like, I understand. I should really get going anyways. Thanks, you know, for at least answering the door. I mean, okay, just call me later. All right, so let's go ahead and profess our undying love. We need to convince this man that we are very much in love with him. Because we wouldn't leave and because we wouldn't accept his offer yesterday, he's kind of like having some issues. And he's like, I just don't believe you. I don't believe you, Angel. You keep saying these things and you keep, you know, you keep just not making me feel confident. I'm sorry. Like, seriously, I'm not going to sit here and like play high school games with you. I would die for you, Neil. I really would. I really, really would. You are my world. You mean everything to me. And you know what? It's okay if you have your wife move out. Everything's going to be fine. She wants to take the kids away from me permanently, Angel. I promise you we'll get them back. You don't have to worry, babe. I promise. Yeah, you're such a little scandalous. You know what? Honestly, I don't even know what to say with you. But way to convince him is to go ahead and woohoo with him, right? I mean, that makes sense. Perfect logic. Kiss Neil, totally. We also want to buy an object worth $1,000. Call me big spender. What time does he come home, by the way? Oh my goodness. Okay, he comes home later. So we're totally like woohooing in his bed right now. This is such a hot mess. Like, I swear to you, if the cards were just different and we lived in a different life, in a different, you know, a different realm, I honestly think Jasper and Anjelica would be the couple, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They would be literally love, hate all the time. I really do feel like Jasper does care, and like I've said before, he's coming from this place of, oh my God, this woman gotta hold my feels, you know, she has my nuts in a vice, and he's kind of like trying to, you know, assert his ego, be the boss, be the guy, and be like, you know, you aren't gonna treat me this way, woman. And Neil's kind of like the little puppy, kind of like, you know, love me, very insecure. And then Benjamin's like the young boy next door, Jennifer Lopez style that I feel would go kind of ballistic if, you know, he ever knew. But then again, he's like more of a, you know, he's definitely a hit it quit it dude. He is not boyfriend or serious love interest material at all, but these two are, and I think the dollar amount kind of influences that a lot. So I would invite you to stay the night, but it's time to leave. My husband's going to be home soon, but I obviously didn't say that to him. I need you to leave now, Neil. I know that this is you know, not exactly what you want, but I really do need you to leave. He's like, I totally understand. All right, well, maybe I'll see you around next time. I don't know. Okay, bye. All right, well, that was kind of awkward as hell, but bye, I guess. I mean, she's just like awkwardly standing in her room right now, like, okay, bye, you know, see you later. Like, what am I supposed to say? We definitely should have the kids go home. Roxana's been kind of just hanging out the park literally all day by herself, hanging out with the girls. Let me go see what kind of a relationship she actually has. She's becoming friends with Madeline, believe it or not. She really is. And that's kind of cool. I like that. You know, she should have friends. She needs to have something at some point, you know, to kind of keep her occupied. And Neil has a little extra pep in his step, you know. He's striding with pride right now. I definitely feel like the girls need to eat something. I'm going to have her go ahead and like hire a chef, or I don't know, hire somebody, a culinary artist, to come and make something. I definitely should make some flirty cookies, because I feel like if I did do that, I'm not going to have the chef come in because that's just weird, but I would do it. I want to do it, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Have a quick meal. It's all that I can have. I guess I technically do need to make the kids something to eat. So, I mean, I want to make the cookies while I can. Do they really need to eat, or are they okay? I mean, they could kind of wait till the morning. I think that that's fine. I know that's horrible. I'm like sending them to bed hungry. I feel like we're playing like the Cinderella sisters or something. I don't know. But Jasper really needs to work on his trilogy very badly. He's so freaking tense from work. He has stale surroundings. He's really materialistic, just like Rossi. They want to like buy more expensive things. And on the outside, though, they have to make sure that the relationship looks perfect because he is in the public eye in a way. He is a huge investigator. Like he is, how would you say, like he knows people, you know? He's more of like in the backdoor CIA sort of investigator, total scandal reference. But now that I'm really thinking about it, it's kind of like that. And then Neil is more of like the political dude, like very much in the public eye, you know, that kind of thing. You know, he has to be a little more inconspicuous about his affairs, and everything that he does, every move that he makes really affects his career. So it's kind of interesting how this is very much like that. That series. All right, so she's going to go and have a cookie, and she's going to leave these for Jasper, which is perfect because hopefully Jasper will come home and they'll make up and they'll make sweet love to each other and just act like nothing ever happened, you know? That kind of a relationship. She's really trying to get on his good side because, again, she knows that he's doing something. Either trying to find some dirt on her or whatever the situation is, and she just wants to kind of put whatever theory he has to rest. Trust me, we're on a ticking time bomb. We've got to get our ducks in a row. We've got to get rid of him permanently. He needs to rest beside his father on the other side. We really do need to do this. We really do. And again, we cannot have our hands dirty. We can't be the reason why he died. There can be nothing that links us back to him. So what I'm going to do is just kind of nap on the bed, you know, really innocently, just kind of like in my nightie, trying to be sexy, you know? So Jasper's going to come home and see these cookies kind of ever so like, you know, lovingly placed on the table here, and she obviously like ate a half a cookie because she's ghetto like that. I mean, like, what are you doing? Oh my goodness gracious, you're so silly. All right, so let's have her come in, or him. Oh god, I'm sorry, Jasper. He's so tired. Like he busts his balls to like provide for this family and whatever. So I'm gonna grab a serving. I mean, I might be too tired to woohoo, but I'm gonna take one because these are absolutely delicious. They're delicious cookies. Look at the red jam inside, you know. When he comes into the kitchen to clean the plate, he's going to see that she had one. It's not going to make him suspicious of anything at all, you know? I mean, they're absolutely delicious, though, right, Jasper? They're good. You like that? Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure you eat all of it, please. Oh, yeah, made with love. Yes. Oh, is it upsetting your stomach? Oh, weird. Must have been the ingredients, you know? Angel was never really a cooker, but she tried really hard. Do you feel like a glass of milk? No, probably not. Okay. So that is actually working pretty damn well. It's making him extremely flirty. He wants to be funny, and he also wants to flirt with somebody. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and have him woohoo with her, I guess. Ooh, she's so, just look at her. Just look at her. I mean, how could you ever think that this woman didn't love you? I mean, I know he saw her, but maybe she isn't what he thinks she is, you know? Maybe there is something more to her than what he thought, you know? I don't know. I'm trying to have him like look at her, but of course he's like kind of taking his sweet time here, and he's gonna end up falling to the floor in about like 2 freaking seconds, and then my whole entire plot is just gonna go and burn up in flames. There we go. Can you look at her, please? Thank you. Oh my god, I love you. Oh my god, he looks like he's about to freaking cry. Like seriously, about to cry. Oh, I love him. I'm starting to actually fall for Jasper. Like this really does break his heart, just seeing her laying here and her being everything that he's ever wanted in a woman, and it's all lies. It is all lies. Oh my god. Well, he's gonna go ahead and nap next to her just for a quick minute, and just for this moment, enjoy what could have been, what could be. Maybe this isn't over. She has the most beautiful freaking facial profile I've ever seen. Let me just go ahead and take a moment to appreciate that. I'm kind of like basking in the ambiance here with this whole thing. Oh my god. So she's going to wake up here in just a minute. I'm going to let Jasper regain a little bit of his stamina Just a tinge, nothing too crazy. Well, she actually just woke up and she's feeling so freaking flirty. She's feeling really good and she knows, she felt his eyes on her. Yeah, it's time. Let's go and wake him up too. I just want him to get maybe a little extra Z's in. I think that's pretty good. My voice went really high there. It's been doing that lately. Can't really explain why or how, but Jasper, wake up, honey. You know, feeling a little frisky. Like really though. Feeling very frisky, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to kiss his cheek. That is so gross. You're kissing him and God only knows where your lips have been and all the different places they've been. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh my God. I think we're fine, you know. Let me just go and caress his cheek too. I seriously swear to you, she has the hands of an angel, like absolute butter, making men weak at the knees. Do you see this? You will always be mine, Jasper Piper. Always be mine in life and in death. You best believe it. Oh my God. Look at these two. They are seriously a match made in hell. The real life Bonnie and Clyde. All right, so let's have him and go ahead and woohoo in the bed. And like I said, I'm trying to get on his good side. I can't believe he's actually still okay with this, even though he knows his wife is cheating, even though he's seen it. He's seen it. He walked in on it. And he didn't even get mad. Do you know that? Do you like really, like how the hell do you not get pissed? I'm just curious, like how does this even work? So she's gonna go and make something to eat, or is she gonna go ahead and go to sleep? Actually, it's even time to go ahead and wrap up this part here, to be honest with you guys. So I think that's about it. I'm gonna go and have her take a pregnancy test because I feel like for whatever reason, we do need to be able to clear up some extra baggage in preparation for the next part, because the next part, things are about to go down. There are some things, you guys, some things that are happening that might actually change this relationship just a little bit and put Jasper's plan into full-fledged force. So it looks like Angel is definitely not pregnant, guys. Crisis averted because she did woohoo with Neil, and that would have been a sticky little situation. I don't think she would have been able to keep the baby this time, honestly, and I don't want to like get into all the logistics of that and how we could tie that into real world scenarios. But look at her, how fitting. She's actually dreaming of a spider. It looks very similar to a Black Widow. But in the next part, we have some serious things to discuss when it comes to this challenge and all of the things that come along with it. I'm really excited to keep moving forward in the storyline, and I think you guys are really going to love and enjoy what's about to come. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below with the sun doesn't shine. And per the usual, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.